it's Adrienne. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be decluttering our digital lives, starting with these little devices that we use on the daily basis, okay?
Thank you so much to Yahoo Mail for sponsoring this part of the video.
I honestly couldn't have figured out a lot of these tips without your help, so thank you. When I think about stress and clutter, sure, I have a ton of physical clutter in my space around me. It's very ironic. I'm packing for Thanksgiving and my stuff's everywhere. But really the biggest stressor that comes to mind is this device right here that I use every single day, constantly having notifications, texts, dings, badges, just there's so much on here because we can use these devices for so much, which is awesome. And I'm so grateful to have technology like this and to be able to use my phone and basically have a computer in my pocket. But that being said, I think there are ways to avoid this overstimulation and this just stress and clutter that is on here. And I'm gonna give you guys 7 really easy, surefire, foolproof ways to declutter your digital life on your phone right now. So the first thing that we're gonna do to declutter our phone is deal with emails. Email has been one of the biggest sources of clutter for me, and earlier this year I actually developed a pretty good strategy for organizing my inbox using tabs and folders, but at the end of the day, I could not maintain it. I wanted my inbox to be at 0 all the time, and it's just, I kept getting flooded with all these emails, whether it's actually emails I need to read, and that's another thing, sometimes I would miss the ones I need to read. Regardless, I started to realize how much of my life is handled on email that's not just my actual mail. And so this was first and foremost the thing that I needed to declutter the most. So I'm gonna talk about the Yahoo Mail app because when they approached me about this video, I was so shocked to figure out that this is not just about email. The app is like this all-in-one place to just handle everything in your life. I wanna emphasize something, you guys. You do not need a new Yahoo email address to use this app. You can actually sync all of your inboxes onto this one app at once. So it actually organizes and prioritizes everything from deals and discounts that you get in your inbox. You can unsubscribe to email mailing lists right there. You can see all your travel information. You can see all your attachments on like one little tab. So this app really is like a personal assistant right in your pocket. So as you can see, you can kind of drag out these little tabs to prioritize what matters the most to you. So for me, I think travel would probably be a huge one. And then the unsubscribe feature, wow. I used to talk about different ways to strategize unsubscribing from mailing lists that you don't want to be on anymore, but on the Yahoo Mail app, you can actually unsubscribe right from the app, which is so nice because I literally swear I feel like I'm the only person on earth that doesn't have one of those spam email addresses that they sign up for everything on. I actually use my real email. Every single day if I want, I can just go through and unsubscribe to all of the mailing lists that I no longer want to be a part of. But also the deals, I'm realizing I'm not even seeing the deals that are in my inbox because I normally just delete those emails right away because there are too many. As I mentioned, you can view all of your attachments in one place. Thank goodness, because there's nothing worse than needing to find that one photo that someone sent or that one contract, and I just have to scroll through 45 emails in a thread and then everything gets slow and laggy. Literally, that's the bane of my existence. Again, like I never truly realized how much of my everyday life is being handled on my email. And so this app has truly made that so much easier. I feel like there's just one place I can go. I don't have to be checking all my emails. I don't have to be like searching for travel confirmations and all these deals. It's just in one place, which is so, so, so nice. So that's tip number 1. I highly recommend downloading the Yahoo Mail app. I will leave a link down below for you guys to check it out.
So thanks again, Yahoo Mail, for sponsoring this portion of the video. Now on to the rest of the tips.
Okay, tip number 2 for decluttering your phone is to delete all of your unused apps. I think that we all can say we download way too many apps and we end up not using a ton of them. So I'm just gonna go through and delete basically all the apps that I don't use. I do want to show you guys one easy way to find this. If you actually go to your settings and then go to your storage, it'll show you all of the apps that you use in order of like most usage and most storage to least. So if you scroll down to the bottom, you'll likely see all the apps that you literally don't use and then you can just delete them. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. I'm so glad I'm doing this because there are apps that I did not even know that I had on here. So the next tip is to turn off these badges, which are these little red circles that alert you that you have like unread notifications. These are the bane of my existence. They stress me out and I have them all the time. So what I didn't fully realize is that you can actually just get rid of the badges. I think a lot of you probably knew this, but in order to do this, you would figure out whichever app is giving you badges and then go into your notification settings and then pretty much just turn off badges. So as you can see, I just turned off badges for Instagram and now they're gone. So nice. What else? Okay, so now that my badges are mostly turned off for all of these apps, another thing that you can do to just keep your phone very minimal and just not as cluttered is to put all of your like less frequently used apps into folders. I have talked so many times about different creative ways to organize your apps, and I'll link some of those videos down below. But right now, the strategy that I'm using is what I call shelves. So on the left side, as you can see, are all these folders that have all of the apps that I don't use as frequently. And on the right side, I have the 3 apps in that category that I use the most. So I have like social media. Here are all the apps that I don't use very much. Here are the 3 that I would use the most, right? Same with on the front page. I also like to keep my front page just very minimal in terms of actually what I use every single day, and I use pretty much all of these apps every single day. But yeah, as you can see, this is just a nice layout. Some people want it to be even more minimal and don't even want like the folders, and you just want to get rid of everything. I recommend that, but for me, I find this to be very helpful. All the apps that I use the most are on the right, and then I have the folders on the left, so I love that strategy. The next tip is obviously to just really go through your notifications and turn off the ones that you just don't need. I actually have turned off my email notifications, which I felt like was such a helpful step, just because every time I would get a little ding, even if I was in the middle of something, I would just look over, and it's like I couldn't help but want to respond or at least start thinking about it in that moment, and that was just not healthy, and it was way too much clutter, so just not a good call. So go through and turn off notifications for things that you don't need immediate notifications for. And that also leads to my next tip, which is to use the do not disturb feature on your phone when you're driving, when you're sleeping, working out, or focusing on any work project that you just like don't want to see any notifications for. So in order to do that, you literally just pull down this tab and click on this moon, or if you don't have it in your main notification center, then you can just go to your settings and type in do not disturb, and you can toggle it on right there. Last but not least, I think that there's a big elephant in the room, and that is your camera roll. Ladies and gentlemen, your photos, your videos, that is something that takes up some of the most storage on your phone and can just feel like such clutter. If I go to my photos right now, I quite literally have 32,000 photos and videos. So I made an entire video on how to declutter your camera roll. I'll link it down below. But long story short, it's so important to go through and just delete all duplicate photos, anything blurry, videos you don't need. And something you can do also if you just want to offload stuff on your phone, go upload all of your photos and stuff to an external drive or to, you know, some other storage platform. And that way you can delete them off your phone and not have 32,000 freaking photos. Also, remember to oftentimes check your recently deleted folder, because that often has a bunch of photos and videos that are still there, but you can actually delete all of those and it'll free up storage as well. All right, you guys, so that is how to declutter your phone. I know there are so many more things we can get into with decluttering and just with your digital life. So let me know if you guys have any suggestions down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you. Subscribe to my channel for more weekly content. Remember, I have a podcast. Remember, I have a vlog channel. Remember, I have Instagram. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.